Good morning. Today we got us a little deinstall. Deinstall being we'll be taking off the solar panels so the roofers can come in and replace the roof, and then we'll be back. First things first is always to basically see what condition the system is in before you even turn it off, because last thing you want to do is take it off and then you put it back on and they blame you for something not working. It says 0 opties, okay. That is not good. However, there's no faults or anything like that. Let's see. And nonetheless, when we put it back up, we obviously test them again. But okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that bad boy. Boom. The good thing about these photos is they have timestamps, but nonetheless, guys, you usually don't have to turn off everything, but we at least start with the AC disconnect and then the DC disconnect on the actual inverter itself. Always make sure there's no power going to the wires before touching anything. That way you don't get shocked. Without further ado, let's go ahead and begin, man. First thing first is to take a photo or recording, as we're doing, of the layout of the panels. That way, when we come back out, we can put them exactly how they were. It's a total of 14, guys, so pretty small, pretty easy, simple. I'm already seeing some stuff that shouldn't have been done, like this. On the end of your EMTs, you always want to have some type of protection. They have a rain tight connector over here, which is good, and they grounded it correctly. But over here, they should have put a plastic bushing, which are usually white, or you can put a rain tight connector with a gray plastic bushing at the end of it. That way that wire is not rubbing, or the sheathing of the wire is not rubbing on the end of that pipe and then eventually getting itself cut open. Damn, why am I so out of breath? Another thing is identifying what socket you need to take these off. These are UFOs. This is the exact manufacturer we use as far as the rails and the end clamps and mid clamps, so they're all 7/16. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right. So I'm gonna get started. All I'm gonna do is undo the end clamps and mid clamps, which is what's holding the panels down. Basically unplug it and just set it on the rails for now until I'm done with the whole row, and then we'll move to that side, do the same thing. Once I'm done, set them all up on the rails after taking them apart, then I'll start taking them down the ladder and against the fence. So. So some of the panel leads require this special, like, not crimping tool, but a tool that can like slide in these slots, and I don't have it. So it's gonna take me a little longer than usual. So I'm having to, like, you know, pry my way open just to be able to reach the points where I can squeeze and undo it, because they have a cover on them. But it's all good. You always want to document some damage that you come across. Like, this is literally from being zip tied too tight, and this can create arcing on the system, so it's very bad. It causes sparks when it's on. I don't see any signs of like arcing, but this was definitely on its way to that. So always want to document things like that, and remember so we can come back and fix it. Zip tie for the win, man. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a wall right there and right there, and there's these little prongs. If you see on here, there's these little prongs that go inside, and usually on some leads they're open, so you can just simply squeeze it, and it's such a faster process. But they go in these little gaps where these walls are, and there is a tool that you poke in there and you just pull it out, but I don't have it. Speedy has it. But I just use this. I just simply put it through the gap, squeeze together. It pushes the prongs together, and I open it up. But man, I already starting to feel my back. And I got back today at the gym. I'm gonna start from that side because they have all the wires pulled to the right and zip tied, and it just may be easier for me to already have access underneath that certain panel. Otherwise, I'll have to keep reaching under the next panel just to undo the zip ties, and it's just not convenient. I don't know if this was loose, but it just came out, so it had to have not been that tight. That's another thing with these installers, man. They'll rush these jobs just to get paid and not even care about the quality. They're all staged and ready to be brought down. I'm gonna take a quick breather and then head towards the ladder to start bringing them down and laying them against that fence over there. Roof is in terrible condition, so I will be walking slow as I bring the panels down because you're really supposed to pass them to somebody, but I'm by myself. Other than that, I'm gonna get started, so thank y'all. Oh, also, for those who are watching this far, it's my birthday today, man. I'm big 27, so happy birthday to me. And I'm gonna keep working hard, guys, so thank y'all. If you don't mind.
Yeah, you're making me tired walking up down that damn line.
I already am, man. I appreciate you. Special shout out to the neighbor of this property for helping your boy out.
Do what?
I was talking about you, like YouTube.
Oh.
I really do appreciate it. I just made the DSL so much better.
Oh, heck yeah.
And safer.
I've seen you go up and down.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Be safe up there.
Yes, sir. Man, doing that is a killer. I'm so out of breath, and I appreciate him for coming out and helping me, man. I don't know where my guys are, but it's all good. We'll get it done one way or another. Just need to take a quick breather. It doesn't help I did legs on Monday. I got back later. But you know, I feel like, you know, what better way than to start my birthday, you know? Being productive, being active, chasing the bag, you know? Special shout out to Christian at FSR Roofing. They are the roofers that gave me the job, or gave us the job, sorry. And they've always kept us busy with work. And we really appreciate you, brother. And the whole team, Christian, Richard, Garrett. There's a couple more guys. I appreciate every one of y'all. Very, very great roofing company here in the Central Texas area. So if you guys need a roof or an inspection, hit up FSR, located in Harker Heights or Nolanville, and they will take care of you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, finish taking my breather, and then I will set up the camera. Maybe up there. No, I'll go up there, explain some more stuff. Then once I finish explaining it, I will bring the camera back down here and just show the time lapse of me taking off everything. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you for staying tuned and being a part of this process. Next step is basically undoing the wires. Not all the way, we used to do them all the way. But basically what I'll do is, for example, with this system being solar edge, it's a string inverter system. We already have these heads right here. So all I gotta do is simply unplug it, and that separates that row from this row. And then I gotta undo like some zip ties and just take apart all the rails, stage them on the side of the house, hop down, and then lean them against the fence over there by the panels. So to run over again, it's time to undo the wires from the rails. That way I can individually take off each rail, cut some wires, like from the piping. I'm pretty sure they have heads on each side, so the heads won't fit in this 3/4 pipe. Like this won't fit through this hole right here, especially with other wires ran. And that's basically it. Undo the grounding and so on and so forth. So I'll go ahead and set that up and get started. Now we're just gonna undo these lag bolts out the rafters, so when the roofers come, they don't gotta deal with the lag bolts. That's basically it. right, we're basically wrapped up with the roof. It's just basically time to clean up, make sure we get all the flashing lag bolts, any type of miscellaneous equipment, and basically don't leave any trash behind. So.
Tell you what the wires.
So we're all wrapped up, loaded up, but we usually do one last skim of the yard, especially in some good grass like this, to find missing pieces that just might be laying around, because he does cut his grass and might shoot somewhere. So yeah, we'll just make sure we're picking up everything. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate the support, appreciate the help. If there's any questions about what you saw today, feel free to comment below. We thank y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the reinstall. We'll be back Saturday to do that. So peace.